Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is October 10th. It is Monday, 2022. Another unbelievably just beautiful, beautiful day here in West Virginia. Clear blue skies. It's incredible. Just incredibly gorgeous. Leaves are changing. You can see it in the trees here. I'm just going to pan this around a little bit. You look in the distance, you see the trees over there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just wonderful, wonderful weather. Anyway, just taking it all in. I'll tell you, the difference. Living in New York for so many years. Gosh, so many years. I spent a year in North Carolina when I was about 27 years old, and I absolutely loved it down there as well. And they don't call it Carolina Blue for nothing down there. And, living in New York, and when you get into this time of year in New York, overcast and cloudy, depressing, it's unbelievable the difference what the weather can be and all those type of things. And so being down here and just being able to walk out in the morning and look up and there's not a cloud in the sky and the temperature is moderate. It's a wonderful time of year. It's just fantastic. And so just want to share that with you in the beginning. It definitely makes it for a better mindset. It makes you feel better when you're dealing with that sunshine and having that out there, even if it's cooler. It just makes your mood better. Like I said, being from New York and living there for so many years and just dealing with that gloomy, depressing weather. Seasonal affect disorder is an absolutely real thing. Absolutely no doubt about that in my mind at all. I dealt with it every year and I hated it. So, being in New York last winter and knowing that was the last winter that I was going to be spending in New York was just, I grinded my teeth, I grinded it out, got it done, and very happily to do so. And now here I am down here, and it's just, I absolutely love this down here. Do I miss my family? Do I miss my kids and, my sister and my mom and everybody? Sure, I do. But you know what? For your own well-being and your peace of mind, you do what you have to do. And so anyway, I'm just rolling on here, right? Just talking about this. But it really does make a big difference. It really, really does make a big difference. Depending on where you're at, where you live, what's going on in your lives. We're all dealing with different things. We're all, different parts of the country obviously are dealing with different things. There's always something going on, affecting our lives in whatever part of the country that we're in. And it's just, you have to choose what's best for you. And I think that's important. That's kind of my theme of this video. What is the best thing for you? What is your best scenario? I know a lot of people, and I'm going to use New York as an example. And it's funny because I actually have had a couple of people that are from New York that are still living in New York get mad at me because I slam New York all the time. I hate New York. I'm not going to lie. Now I'm going to tell you what. Southern tier of New York, where I'm at up there, where I got my property up there, is beautiful. And it's a pretty decent area to live up there. But again, the weather sucks. Can't get around that. The taxes suck. You cannot get around that. I don't care how much you want to, beat on your chest and say how wonderful New York is. The taxes are going to always suck up there. They continue to suck. The weather sucks. You don't get enough decent weather to really get a chance to enjoy it the way that you should. And the politics suck. I'm sorry, trying to, we won't get into the whole politics things, but you know, their laws, restricting laws and stuff like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, when you find your peace, when you find somewhere where you can have your peace. Now, for some people, this would not be what they would want. They wouldn't want to be out in the country. They wouldn't want to be away from people. They want to be with the hustle and bustle and have everybody around them and all those type of things. But for me, personally, this is, when they say, you know, it's funny, almost heaven, West Virginia, this is why. This is absolutely why. Because it's peaceful and it's quiet and you hear the birds singing, you don't hear the traffic, and you don't have, you know, neighbors 15 feet away from your house where they have their house, and you know, maybe they're playing music that you don't like, or they're having a spousal dispute and they're fighting and arguing with each other. You know, those things suck. I mean, that sucks, being around that negativity, dealing with traffic, the stress of trying to even get to work, all those type of things. You know, that will bring you down. That will beat you down. So finding your peace, I think, is hugely important. And I will never forget, guys. I swear to you, last year when I stood in that upper meadow with my daughter, and Heather looked at me and she said, "This is the one, isn't it, Dad? This is the place." And I looked at her and I said, yes, Heather, it is. And if you look at what we've accomplished just in the last year, I mean, the road in, you know, it was all a mudded dirt track, you know, in. And, you know, now we got a lot of it graveled. And, you know, obviously there's more work to be done on the road. But even just from coming out of the woods, when we got together in April, when I got together with my group in April, and we had like 4 people get stuck coming out of the woods because it was just mud. It was just slick mud, clay, and, you know, people couldn't get traction and all that type of stuff. Well, now you come out of the woods and there's gravel and you don't have that issue. And so, you know, from the simple thing is getting the gravel down to taking off the top of the hill here, you know, what we did here, taking off the top of that hill there, opening up this area and actually having an area that's flat. You know, I mean, look, this is what we were dealing with, guys. You know, you look at that area. And so, you know, and then taking all this and pushing it that way and having an area back there where we have the blue house tucked back into the woods. I sit here and do video all day long and nobody even knows that the blue house is back there because you can't see it. You know, and it's tucked as far back as we could get it to go. And just, you know, getting the solar system set up and getting the battery room done, you know, and making different steps and making progress to making things better here. And, you know, there's a long way to go. There's a lot that has to be done, but, you know, it's just, it's peaceful, it's relaxing, it just, I feel better. Like I said, sitting out here today, October 10th, you know, and I'm sitting in the sunshine, and I'm looking up and I can feel that beautiful sun on my face, you know, that's what it's about. That is absolutely what it's about. And, you know, people don't get that. They just don't get it. You know, they're so caught up in whatever they're caught up in, and they don't take that time to enjoy and to find their peace. But I'll tell you, you know, and I do want my daughter down here. You know, I want her to be here. And she may come down eventually. I don't know. You know, if she decides to stay in New York, guess what? She's got a place that she can stay. She doesn't have to worry about rent. You know, I don't want her to ever have to worry about that. She's got a roof over her head. She's got electricity. She's not going to get a gas and electric bill, you know, like that. And so, you know, all those things are all factors that, you know, her life can be better. And I think that that's important, you know. Being in that position to be able to do that is a nice thing. And, So, family's important. You got to watch out for family, but, you also have to have your own peace. And having, the 25 acres down here, and nobody can come super close to me. They can't build close to me, which I like. I like that. And so, like, somebody had asked me, well, how come the lower meadow? Why do I want to be in the lower meadow as opposed to the upper meadow, right? Upper meadow, there's some more flatter areas up there that I could have built and done that type of thing. And the thought process is, okay, so my neighbor's over here on the top part. He owns that other part of the meadow up there. And, I know he's planning on putting cows or whatever in there, which is fine. This is his property, he can do what he wants. But what if he decided to build right there? And then if I had built right up there, then he's right on top of me. And to me, it would be right on top of me. And I didn't want that. Well, being down here, I own off into the woods that way. I own up here, up to the line up there with the tree line. I own all that area over there. I own all this area through here. So nobody can ever be right next to me. And I like that. And so, to me, that's part of what it's about. And, but like I said, it's just, you got to find your peace, folks. There's a lot of craziness going on in the world, and we have a lot of insanity that we're dealing with, but finding your peace is important. So, anyway, listen, I'm going to jump off here for now. I'm just kind of in a melancholy type of mood, and I kind of wanted to share that with you, and hopefully that it's kind of explains some things to you guys. I hope you all can find your peace. I really do, and you can enjoy life. Remember, folks, we are all in this together. We're one race called the human race. If we ever figure that one out, we absolutely will be in much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's important to tell the people that we care about every day. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right, I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.